it's a very good day from Victoria Falls, and we've had another incredible week of the conservation games. Robin and I have been massively impressed again this week with what we've seen. It's been an incredible effort on the part of all the players getting involved, from the matches to the captain's runs. But we're going to lead you in, first of all, with some of the sporting moments.
Yeah, that's right. You'll see in these highlights here, we had a variety of sports represented in these last 8 games, and it's been quite interesting. We've actually had the 3 black brothers, 2 brothers and a sister, take part in this section, so look out for them. We've also had swimmers, we've had triathletes, and of course a fair share of cricketers and rugby players. So yeah, the questions got interesting. Because obviously cross sport is really where it is.
The second round was 20.25.
Right. You know your numbers very well done.
I'm a numbers guy.
You became the first Springbok to do what in a game?
So Brucey, I mean, it's amazing to believe it was the first time, but I know it well. I became the first Springbok to score in all 4 possible ways. It was a try, the worst drop goal you've ever seen, a couple of conversions, I think, and a few penalties. Where was your first clean sheet a fortnight later?
My goodness gracious, here we go. Yeah, dearie me.
I had to go on here, Bruce, sorry.
What was my highest world singles ranking?
22.
Jeez, how do you know that so quickly?
He's been studying. No, he took his shoe off.
In your eyes.
Didn't you see him take his shoe off?
How much shorter am I than you in centimeters?
Hey, really?
17.
14.
Okay.
Yeah, 14.
You're not 8. Are you the moderator, Felgate? You can't give the score. Maybe this guy down here was going to say, Mitch, try again for the second one.
Who was 82 and who was 84?
That is unbelievable.
Come on.
Yo. Dave, can you find an easier question?
Byron, in one of your games in Australia, there was a young lady who called from the stands, and you went over to her, and she handed you a piece of paper with a number on it. What was the telephone number?
Gee, I wish that had happened to me. It didn't happen too often, Dave, eh?
How many test wickets, or how many wickets did I take in my test career?
You were more a batsman. I don't believe you took any wickets.
Do I not look like a bowler?
Matchmasters ever growing in confidence, stamping their authority when it was needed. Few clips on that to come.
2,592.
2000?
592.
Well, they cut the tree. It's 2,592.
Oh, man.
So out by meter in.
You can have that.
No points.
On the list of, you can't pull something out at the top of your head.
Okay.
There's nothing there. There's nothing like that.
No, I'm
Nothing
kidding.
like
So do I
that.
get a point?
No, you
Do I
get
get a
nothing.
point
for
for
that.
half of it?
No, because that was the easiest part, the Botswana swimming.
What's the water temperature in the Zambezi River right now? I'm only joking.
So this week's conservation questions elicited some really interesting responses, Rob.
Yeah, that's right. There were some very interesting distances and measurements on the whole. But also what came out of this was the fact that a lot of sports people's favorite animals are elephants and leopards.
And let's find out something funny about Stuart Carlisle and an elephant.
How long is the long pool, which is the longest of the four of them, in kilometers?
Kilometers?
I'll give you to the closest kilometer.
Oh my word.
Nothing that you've had to swim, so.
125.
That is a lot. That is a lot, Brendan. 6 kilometers is the answer. So.
Sorry, you threw me off when you said nothing you've had to swim.
Okay. And your favorite animal?
Is the leopard or my wife, one of the two.
Pricey, we know that you are one of Zimbabwe's gurus on fishing. Now, what is the Latin name of a tigerfish?
Maximus Bitus.
Rupert Fothergill headed up an operation to rescue these animals. What was the operation called?
Noah.
Yeah,
6 years.
How many?
6.
Do you want to have a guess at that, Ken? Before I tell him if he's right or wrong.
Yeah, let's go with 10. Nice round number.
It's 6.
Oh wow. Good job, Beefy.
6 is correct, Beefy.
What is the full name of the Department of National Parks in Zimbabwe?
Wait, the Zimbabwe National Wildlife and Conservation Trust.
No.
Zimparks and Wild. Zimparks and Wildlife.
How many parks are there in this word?
Okay. Zimparks and Wildlife Management Authority.
Absolutely right. Well done. Well done.
How many toes does a rhino have? How many vertebrae does a giraffe have in its neck?
6.
7 is the correct answer, so I'll give it to you.
Elephants have many incredible attributes, one of which is the size of its penis. Tell us what you think is the length of a large elephant's penis.
Wow. I'm gonna say, I know it's quite big, I think. 2 meters?
Yeah, okay, it is big, it's not quite that big. It's actually half of that.
Didn't I say my favorite animal was a leopard?
You did indeed, and you probably would have given the answer to that already, which is why we didn't ask you that.
Home advantage.
Yeah, there's something brewing, yeah.
Then we came to the Wacky Wild section, which, I think the standard was good in the first 8 games, but I think it even picked up here.
Yeah, of course, the guys have had the benefit of watching those first 8 games, and they've stepped it up a level. So we've grouped all the wackies together this time, so you as the viewers can start to make a choice, get voting, send some comments in. Who did you really enjoy? Tell us.
Interesting.
Perfect.
And we're going to do the elephant charge and flap. I don't need ears, as you can see mine are rather large already.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Oh, I understand I'm dressed appropriately. I don't know if you can see.
That's brilliant.
Fish eagle. Have you just gone for a toilet break?
Oh.
Chris, that looks like your brown hyena.
That's right. There's the fish.
Grab the fish. The fish is there.
Caught some fish.
Oh, Capenta. I need the call, Mr. Mitchell. I need the call.
A rhino run and charge.
That's a tie. 14 points each between Cara Black and Kenyan Zil. I can't separate you two, I'm afraid.
No, that's brilliant. Yeah, thanks Kenyan for being such a tough opponent. That was great fun, and yeah, you know, even though I'm far away, my heart is always at home.
So the players have been involved in the captain's run, and they've had 2 weeks running of that now with their conservation coaches, and we've managed to get some really incredible guys from Ivan Carter, Gavin Ford, David Christensen and Mark Saunders to be attached to each team for a week. And what we've seen is a growth in knowledge of conservation by the players, and that is really, really important from the players' progression through this tournament. And this last week we've actually added points to the captain's run as well. But it's starting to show in the understanding and appreciation for conservation, even if it's not quite showing in the detail and understanding of, you know, how big an elephant's endowment is.
Yeah, you know, I think it's critical that we offer these guys this added extra during the games, because we've got to send these guys back home and back out into their fields with a real understanding as to the problems that are being faced by people in the wildlife industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think, look, what Robin and Luke have come up with is a phenomenal concept, and great to be part of it. I just hope everyone gets behind it. Let's raise a lot of awareness and funds.
I think this is great. I certainly think that just getting this done is the first step in trying to help Luke and Robin achieve the goal of trying to conserve wildlife. This is one of the steps that we need to take to preserve what we have, and I'm certainly looking forward to bringing my kids home for the first time and enjoying what Zim has to offer.
I remember when I was really young, one of my first fishing competitions, and their motto was, "We borrow the earth from our children."
My shout out actually is also to all the anti-poaching units. I mean, the actual guys are soldiers on the ground, and so it's critical that we protect them because they'll protect the game for us.
With our overpopulation, the animals are just getting less and less each generation that goes by. So, it's such a special thing, and, we just hope we can do anything we can to preserve it as long as we can.
Moment, there's money to it, people can make money out of this, or out of it. We can make sure there's value in the animal. Yes, it's nice, we love to see the animal, but there's value in it. People will breed with it, they will get more of it, and I think the numbers will grow. So let's put the effort in. I think we want to keep on showing our kids what Africa is about, and something other countries or other continents don't have. We've got a very special continent. Let's get on with it.
We've been very blessed in our lives to enjoy the wildlife and get to the bush quite a lot, and enjoy the spectacle of nature and the beautiful animals and the way they go about things and the way they live in harmony. And I love the fact that former sportsmen and women are coming together to support this great cause. Whether it's us doing this challenge or whether it's Kevin Peterson or David Attenborough, it's just wonderful to see people taking time to ensure that the future on this planet still bears a huge resemblance to the past nature, and that our kids and our grandkids get to see it and enjoy it.
Well said, there's Joel. It's absolutely vital that we support such a great cause. As Joel said, it's up to us to actually make awareness so that the conservationists can actually keep the biodiversity of the wildlife and the fauna and flora for the areas that these animals live in. We have to keep it strong. The message has to go out very, very strong that corruption, greed and poaching is not going to be allowed in these areas. I just hope that everybody gets together with the conservation games and raises money and awareness for this great cause.
Yeah, I think what Bruce says really sums it up, and thanks Bruce for putting it so well. We're now going to go into the points table as we stand at the moment.
Thanks very much, Robin. Yeah, on the points, it's been a real tussle. Some teams have played more matches than others, but at the top of the table currently are the Leopards, who've played 9 matches and they're sitting on 115 points. Next, after 10 matches at 103 points, are the Elephants. Next down, the Lions, only after 9 matches sitting on 97 points. The Buffaloes, only after 8 matches on 86. So it's still really anyone's game. This is up until match 19, and there are a lot more matches to come. So, as I said, anybody's game.
Folks, that's it for the roundup for this week. I've really enjoyed it. Thanks very much, and over to you, Luke.
Yeah, I think it's been a great second week, and we really want you viewers to stay engaged and look forward to week 3, because we've got some interesting players and variations to come. But we would like to really say thank you to our sponsors who have got on board with us now that we're in our second week, and they've been fantastic. We've also started to generate some funds, and we'll be able to get some statistics around that out to you in the coming week. But it's been a great week for the Conservation Games. We've really enjoyed it. We're right into the heart of it now. Everybody's getting into their stride, and we hope that you're enjoying it as the audience. Please do comment on our channels, get involved, get in touch with us, tell us what you want to see, and yeah, let's all have a lot of fun together. But remember the deeper meaning here. We're creating awareness, and we're trying to drive support to those on the front line for conservation who are particularly struggling at this time as a result of no tourism coming to Africa. Thanks everybody. Cheers.
Our wildlife needs help. Tourism to Africa is at an all-time low. you can assist by liking and sharing the conservation games. You can contribute financially by hitting the donate button on the Zambezia.com website. Let's get together and back up the frontline conservation team.